At Sephora, we've got what you want because you're obsessed with your skin and we're obsessed with what it needs. Sephora has the best products to help you get beautiful, glowing, radiant skin. With an extensive, inclusive range of results-driven formulas and in-store beauty advisors to help you find exactly which are right for you, the best skincare is only at Sephora. Sephora, for all your skincare.
Hello and welcome to Lifetime on Court, the podcast where we discuss your favorite made-for-TV movies. Whether you love or hate watch or hate yourself for loving them, pour up a glass of your favorite cocktail and join us. I am your host, Patrick Serrano, and my guests today are...
I am Drew Curran.
I am Tayshawn Farr.
Yeah.
She is Tayshawn Farr and Tayshawn
Whoa.
Farr.
You know, usually Drew makes a song for our guests, but you made a song for yourself.
Yeah.
Yeah. Self-sufficient.
Well, no, well, I did. I wrote it and I taught it to her.
Oh, beforehand.
Yeah, beforehand.
Wow.
No.
Welcome back. So glad you're here for Christmas time.
Thank you for
Christmas!
having me.
Hey,
So-
Sean, how's your Christmas?
Yeah.
How do you like
Do you
Christmas?
like
What's your
Christmas?
relationship with Christmas?
I love Christmas for all the bad reasons.
Yeah?
So I was the only child from my mom, and I was spoiled
Yeah.
AF.
Whoa.
That's not bad. That's not bad.
The one thing I remember about my childhood is that one Christmas, I went downstairs. I had to be like 7 or 8, and my mom wrapped all my presents in gold wrapping paper.
Ooh.
And I just like went through it. You ever see that scene in like The Great Gatsby where Daisy's throwing around the shirts and she's like, "All these shirts." That was me at like 7.
Just nailing, just blasting through your presents with gold wrapping.
Blasting through my presents,
Yeah,
and I always had everything Barbie, everything. But I was never a child that asked for anything. So I wasn't like a brat
so you
kid.
just got it.
I just got it.
Damn.
I was
Nice.
Ooh,
gangster.
yeah.
I was
Nice.
a gangster kid.
Yeah.
I was
Okay.
a really good kid, stayed out of trouble.
I was a gangster kid, but I did stay out of trouble. And
I did
was really
stay out of trouble.
Right. Like a good gangster.
A
like
good
a
kid.
cool,
Like-
a cool,
Like a
gangster.
nice one.
Like
Yeah.
Robin Hood, you know?
Like a Robin Hood gangster.
Yeah.
Right. Got it. Wonderful. Well, you know, we're glad. We don't have any gold wrapping paper today, and there's none in this movie, unfortunately. But, you know, we'll get through it.
Yeah.
I think you'll be fine. Today, the movie we're talking about. It's a Lifetime movie, Drew.
Oh.
So, you know how those go.
Yep.
We have Forever Christmas or Always and Forever Christmas. I couldn't decide on a title because I've seen it listed multiple ways.
Yeah.
So,
Okay.
you know, we'll see how that goes. It stars Lexi Lawson. She's new. I don't know her.
No.
I've never seen her in anything.
No. Is she I'm just
POC,
seeing-
though.
Oh, okay. POC. I was going to ask.
Yes.
Because I wasn't.
We also have Mark Ghanimé.
Mark Gamomamoosh.
Gamami. He's
Ghanimé.
Lebanese.
Oh,
So that's a
okay.
POC, right?
Yeah.
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 it is.
And, you know, he's passable white man.
Yeah.
So,
So it's very safe for Hallmark.
Well, this,
Well, 'cause
Well,
that's,
for
this is
Lifetime.
Lifetime.
or,
This is,
see, that's what he meant.
sorry.
I know what you
Lifetime.
mean. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then also starring, get ready, Drew, Beth Broderick,
What?
Sabrina's aunt.
Yeah.
We love her on this podcast.
Mm-hmm.
One day we'll get her as a guest. I think she's attainable.
I think she's cool enough. I think she's cool enough.
She's cool enough. She
That would be
knows.
really dope.
She'd be like, I want to be on that show and talk shit about all this stuff.
Yeah, she would do it, I think.
I
so
think
Beth
so.
Broderick, or if you know Beth Broderick, have her hit me up at Patrick Miguel, okay?
Beth, just help us out.
come on, Beth.
Yeah.
Come
An
on.
endorsement from Beth goes a long way.
Yeah, and you don't even have to come to Chicago. You could just do it remotely. That's
Exactly.
the magic of podcasting.
That's
Wow.
true. That's true. Drew will figure it out.
I'll figure it out, man, and you'll sound great.
There you go.
Beth,
All
you'll
right.
sound great, damn it.
Beth 2020.
That's 2020. That's her thing. That's going to be our thing, guys.
All right. So we start off in the movie. We have Lucy. That's our protagonist. She eats avocado toast.
Hell yeah.
Oh,
She is
yeah.
from L.A.
L.A.
and she has a job in a business.
Business.
It's not clear
Business.
what her
What it
job is. They don't talk about it. It doesn't matter.
It's business.
Yeah.
But at the top here, it's important to note that she is spewing exposition like hot lava out of a volcano.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say she was just spewing.
Spewing. She had bad avocado toast. No, she's spewing exposition, and I actually wrote it out because I need you to understand like how intense it was. Okay, I'll try to act my best. Whew, I wasn't prepared to act today.
Well, you
got
Okay.
You just got to do it.
I'm leaving tomorrow. Oh God, I'm nervous. I'm leaving tomorrow. 2 weeks back in my hometown in Vermont. I'm sending my parents to Maui as a thank you. They really deserve it. They've been putting off their retirement for the past year running the family business. They finally found a buyer for the store. Technically, it's my store.
There it is.
Right
there
off
it
the
is.
start.
I know.
Just
I already
dishing
know.
it out.
I already know.
So, and I'm like,
Vermont.
I'm like writing this down. I'm like, should I write this in like a way that, it's like in the narrative of my review? And I was like, no, I'm just going to quote it.
No, it's
Because they didn't have enough like couth to put to that.
That's good. It's
I'm
good
like,
to note that was the first.
That's her
line.
first line.
She puts it all up front that the trip to Hawaii isn't for her.
So I take it we're in the city.
We're in LA.
Yeah.
We're in
Oh yeah.
And she's talking to her boss, who is also a POC.
Yes.
Okay, which is good.
Great.
Yeah.
Pretty much everyone in this movie is.
Yes.
Except for Beth. Beth is also a minority. Meaning, you'll see, Drew. You'll see.
Okay.
She's a minority of sorts. Okay? There's only one. There's only one. That's all I'll say.
Okay.
So the
That's
store
interesting.
is called Forever Christmas. Forever Christmas is the title of the movie, maybe. Or always a Forever Christmas.
That's how they tie it together, because at first I was confused. Nothing about this movie made it Christmas Forever.
Right.
But that was the name of
that's-
the store.
Okay.
And
Yeah, I figured.
it's a Christmas store
So
that's
it's
open
open
24 hours.
In Vermont.
Right.
24-hour Christmas
24
store.
hour, every day a week,
Yep.
every day a month.
Yep.
Every year, the whole year.
Like a
Year round.
Christmas 7-Eleven.
You are.
They don't have taquitos, but they they are open all the time.
They are.
They should probably consider selling taquitos.
I think
I
they
don't know.
would make a killing.
Yeah. Yeah.
Maybe they wouldn't have to close. But the parents are there. They're an interracial couple, which is very important
So
to note because that
beautiful.
would never happen on Hallmark.
Oh, God.
Oh,
A
yeah,
white woman
no.
with a black man, never
Never.
on
No.
Hallmark. No.
Nobody knows.
So many comments about Hallmark. But
Right? Yikes.
I mean,
yikes,
that's-
yikes. We'll get there. We're going to
We'll
do
get
a
there.
Hallmark as well.
Why not? Like, just God, look at the beauty that comes out of a mixed.
Well, and I kind
race.
of like the casting of the parents because I could see that they made the daughter.
Yeah,
yeah,
what I
yeah,
mean?
yeah.
Totally.
It's like kind of obvious, like, okay, like
Be
this
like,
is
yeah.
a mixed race child. And
Yeah.
it wasn't like a thing of her, like,
Right, it didn't.
being
It wasn't
mixed
mentioned or
in
wasn't.
owning
They do
this
a good
business.
job in Lifetime just doing that. They're just like, this is just the fucking way it is.
yeah, it's like this is how people look and this is how people live. Like, it's not out of the ordinary that there's a
Right.
couple in Vermont that's mixed with a mixed child.
Yeah, no one cares. And, well, also, she's not like, what race am I? I'm so confused.
Yeah.
Like,
Right.
if I feel like if Hallmark had a biracial character, it would be like a struggle of
They
some
would
kind.
mention it. Yeah, they would
Yeah.
like it would be a thing.
Oh,
It
yeah.
would be part of the plot, and you're just like, no,
It'd
wrong,
be
wrong.
interesting. Yeah, well, we don't have to deal with that. What is interesting is Lifetime kind of slut shames her right off the bat because her nickname from her parents is Loosey Goosey. And it's a term of endearment. The dad says it as a term of endearment, just casually offhand when they're talking on the phone. They're like, "We're on our way to Maui," and like, "Have fun, Loosey Goosey." And I'm like, "What they call her?
Jeez,
That is rude." And then she like comes back into the store.
full of loose women.
Yes, and she has a flashback of her grandpa, and he's like, "Oh, you Loosey Goosey," and I'm like, "He's calling her that too." Oh, that's creepy and weird.
But it doesn't turn that way. So
No, it
it's-
doesn't get weird, but
So that was
Safe.
just your feeling
She-
from it.
well,
They didn't-
she's not like twerking like in the Christmas store, but if she did, I would have liked this movie better.
Right.
But yeah, her grandfather
Get it.
used to own the store, but he left it to her after he died.
Okay.
Okay.
Sure.
And also in the store, something to note, it's like very like ostentatious with Christmas stuff everywhere with no rhyme or reason. And just like it's a Christmas store, like deal with it. On the top level is the grandfather's apartment. He used to
Okay.
live in the store. So
Gotcha.
Lucy will be staying in that apartment.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
important to note that.
Oh,
Yeah.
I bet it is.
Because When she gets there, first of all, there's a guy named Randall. He's like the shop helper. He's a POC as well.
Yep.
Great.
The store has no Wi-Fi, no computer, no credit card machine. They have a credit card like old-timey swiper, with the carbon paper.
No.
Yeah.
Oh,
which is
no.
kind of fraudulent.
Yeah, it is. Some PCI compliance there. We got some
Yeah.
issues going on.
Definitely not
Someone-
PCI compliant.
Someone calls sanctions.
Yes. So, they're a little bit behind, but Lucy's just like, oh, the memories. And she goes upstairs. She's like putting her stuff down. And I think a window flies open. And she's like, oh,
Let me close this window.
what's happening? Yes. And she's like looking at a picture of her grandpa. So you think it's like a ghost story happening here?
Yeah.
Yeah, and I got excited about it.
Right. And then
I'm
you're
getting excited about it.
But no, you'd be wrong because
No.
she turns around from closing the window and Beth Broderick standing there just like, hello.
Hi.
What?
And-
So it is a horror movie.
Right? And well, she does get scared of Beth Broderick and she's like, ah! She's like, I'm sorry to have frightened you. I'm here to help with the store. And she's like, that's weird. My parents didn't tell me that someone was going to be helping. And she's like, don't worry about it. She's like, how'd you get in here? I'm the only one with the key to the top room. She's like, oh, it was open. Don't worry. No big deal. I have
Yeah.
cookies. Do you want cookies?
Super creepy. Like,
This is the last thing I want from you, lady.
Right?
Yeah.
I don't want cookies from you.
And I'm like, bitch, is this Christmas magic happening right now? I think it is. I think it is.
I feel like
she
it is.
scared me every single scene.
Yes.
Beth
because
is kind of she can be scary.
She can be very scary.
She's a good actress, and she can be fucking scary, man.
she also points at a fireplace and it starts. And Lucy's like, that fireplace hasn't worked in years. And she's like, I don't know. It's working now.
Really?
Yeah, at that moment,
So she's a witch.
Yeah, I was like, oh, this is totally Sabrina.
Oh, she's
I
a
looked
Christmas
over
witch.
to my white boyfriend and I was like, she needs to listen to her black half and get the hell out of there. Like,
yes.
like absolutely not. You know that fireplace didn't work. It's just lit up all over. Girl,
Yeah.
leave.
Lucy,
Lucy.
listen.
Listen.
Dig into your brain.
Yeah.
Listen to that black half
Yes.
of you.
Yes.
And
Just
run.
leave.
What's
Run.
interesting is Lucy gave us all this exposition at the top, right? Beth Broderick gives us very little.
Nothing.
Here's what she says. I'll say it in my Beth Broderick voice.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
very fancy and classy and wonderful. Beth Broderick 2020.
2020.
I've been waiting to visit this store for quite a while. I have some friends back home who talk about this store all the time. I'm from a little town back up north in the middle of nowhere. My husband, oh, he's so busy this time of year. It's just the perfect opportunity for me to get away. That's what she says.
Whoa. So that's almost like anti-disposition.
Right? Yeah.
Very vague. It's like,
Yeah.
you know, when you're a drug dealer, but like you say you're like a pharmacist.
Yeah.
It was,
Yep.
It was very much
Or
all.
you say I work in ... pharmacy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
oh,
what?
With that same look that you just gave me.
yes. And Lucy's kind of
like-
like,
ooh,
suspicious. She's suspicious about this too. She's
Yeah,
like,
she
what?
just fucking made
She's
a
like-
fire happen
Right.
with her hands.
She's like, what does your husband do? Where do you live?
Also, how the fuck did you just make a fire happen? And how
Exactly.
do you do that? And show me how to do that.
And Beth Broderick's like, my husband, he works in imports and exports. You don't need to worry about it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm thinking drug dealer.
Yep. So the next day, Lucy goes.
my mind went through human trafficking immediately, but that's
Sure.
my brain.
Very dark.
Yeah.
Very dark.
Very dark.
So the next day, Lucy goes to the local cafe to use their Wi-Fi, and she's like, "I'm gonna get up in this cafe, get my Wi-Fi." And the guy comes over. This guy, his name's Scott in the movie. He always has a pot of coffee in his hand,
Yeah.
no matter what he's doing.
A pot?
A pot of coffee.
A whole pot.
You know, like those like you're at a family function and they're making coffee after you eat dessert. One of those.
Oh, okay. Like a French press?
No, like a pot of coffee.
The whole
a whole
pot.
pot of
A
coffee.
pot.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sure.
And he's like pouring her up, and he's like, "Oh, you're trying to use the Wi-Fi. You have to buy something first."
Oh, he works at the coffee shop. Got it.
And she's like, "Oh, I'll just have coffee." And he's like, "Coffee's free here." She's like, "I'll have one poached egg." It's like, "Okay."
Coffee's free here?
Yeah, I guess so.
It's Vermont.
No, the Vermont wouldn't have free coffee.
And she's like, yeah, she's like, "I don't like your attitude. Can I talk to the manager?" And he's like, "Okay." He's like, "What do you need?" "I'm the manager."
That's me.
One of those. It's
Yeah.
like one of those like,
Yeah, yeah.
ugh, you're so frustrating, but you're so sexy.
Well, it's like the one that where it was like, I want to talk to the mayor, and he is the mayor
Right.
also.
Yes, totally.
Yeah, it was like annoying, like, and bitchy, and then like flirty, and then it was confusing about what that relationship was about to be. I thought he's just like a snippy waiter, and then he's like, oh, I own the place, and then he's like, oh, it'll be so sad if I don't get to see you again.
Yeah. Like he goes through a whole journey in that 2-second
journey.
scene.
Just a lot of negging and
Yes. And he's like, the password for the Wi-Fi is password.
Yeah.
And just like a final little jab. And she's like, fuck myself, right? So she
okay, fuck me, right? Okay. Yeah, password.
she tells him her plan. She's like, I like own the Christmas store, and I'm going to turn it into an athleisure store. I'm going to sell it to an athleisure company.
An athleisure.
Do you know what athleisure is?
I think I do.
Like a
It's basically what I'm
Lululemon.
wearing right now.
Oh.
Leggings,
Yeah.
tank top, hoodies.
Boom.
Yeah.
And then, but you're not like.
I'm not
using
working
it-
out. I'm just leisurely lounging,
Lounging.
recording a podcast.
Yeah. Okay.
You know?
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
that's what it. And it would be
should
like
get into that.
my leggings are $200, my tank top is $100, and my hoodie is
$1,000.
priceless.
Yeah.
Yeah. And at the register, instead of like gum, it's like, oh, pressed juice, $65. There you go.
It's true.
Okay. Cool. Yeah.
I won a tank top from Lululemon one time. And
You won one?
I
Like
won one
oh,
from my
yeah.
yoga studio, and I went in there, and I was like, I would never buy anything here.
Was it like at least nice?
It was nice, but I bought a large, and I shouldn't have because I was like, oh, I want it to be flowy top.
Can I be?
But
can I be
it just looks really big.
super honest with you guys?
What?
I thought
Yeah.
Lululemon was a cartoon character.
Nope, that is an athleisure store, but a great cartoon character.
I
Yeah.
thought that'd be a good.
Oh, that is so
Little
cute,
Lulu.
Drew.
I just thought it was I thought it was like maybe some Disney Channel cartoon character.
It's an
Yeah.
But I didn't
athleisure
know.
store.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's an athleisure store.
Okay, Lululemon.
Maybe
Got
they'll
it.
be a sponsor after they hear the great things we've said about them.
Oh my god. Can Drew wear
Even after we said we're not
Lululemons?
into it. Yeah.
Yes,
It's
yeah.
Lululemon
We're like,
season.
I'm Lululemon. Squeeze me. Bloop, bloop, bloop.
Please don't say squeeze me in
Right.
Lululemon leggings.
No,
Just
don't say
please.
don't say it. You'll regret it. So Beth Broderick helps Lucy.
Make juice out of me.
Oh, not the juices.
Yes.
Lululemons make lemonade. Lululemonade.
So
Okay,
Beth Broderick
sorry.
is helping Lucy pick out gifts for customers because like Lucy kind of just keeps passing things off to Beth. She's like, you got this, right? I don't want to deal with the customers. I'm just here to like run the business. And we get a little Christmas magic happening because whenever she's helping a customer, she's like walking around the store. She hears like a little jingle bell,
Yeah, little jingle bell.
but it's
okay.
only in her head. And it's when she finds the right present for the right person.
Ooh.
Okay.
Love it.
And Beth Broderick's like, follow your instincts, follow your gut.
I'm in.
Your grandpa had a gift and you have the gift. And she's like, I don't. I just heard a bell. Did you hear that bell? That's so weird. Here's your present. She's like denying the whole thing and like acting like it doesn't matter. You know? But she's
watched
also very weirded
someone-
out.
She just watched somebody like with their mind create a fire
Yes, she did.
out of nothing.
She sure did.
She ignored it.
This is not something to ignore.
But she's kind of getting a little weirded out and she's like, I got to go get fresh
Yeah,
air.
like she's like kind of like, hey, this is kind of weird. Like she's
She
not
knows. Yeah.
completely like out of it and like
good.
she's
You
not
should
that.
fucking feel that way.
Yeah, she's not like a goofy hoe.
No.
She's just kind of like, oh, that's weird. And like, I don't know. I feel like she gets pushed around by Carol a lot. And I'm
Yeah.
just like, Carol, you seasonal worker. You go help
Yes.
find this damn gift.
Right?
I'm making a social media account. I'm busy.
I'm trying to get us followers, bitch.
Yes. And she does like do a social media thing, and she also is building a website on Wix.
Yeah. Little Wix
Promotion there.
promotion there.
Okay.
And they show like they do like a whole demo of how to build a website on Wix.
I mean,
like
you know
in the
what?
middle of the movie.
I did for my band, The Limbos.
There you
That's
go.
our website. It was built on Wix,
Hashtag ad.
Yeah.
But no, not hashtag
but also
ad.
Squarespace for Universe Head Party. Anyway,
Right. Anyway, and I use WordPress, so whatever. Any of those can sponsor us. It's fine.
whatever. We all use
All of them.
Yes. So she ends up at a Christmas tree lighting because she goes to get fresh air, and the interesting thing about this Christmas tree lighting is they're singing the 12 days of Christmas, but only one
One-
part at a time.
What?
So it's like,
Yeah.
on the first day of Christmas, my true love gave to me a partridge in a pear tree. And then that's it.
That's all.
And they stop.
And Scott gets on a ladder and he puts a partridge in a pear tree ornament on the tree.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sponsored by Forever Christmas. They're providing the ornaments. And they're going to do that every day until Christmas. Kind of like this podcast is releasing every day until Christmas, except way worse because they all have to go to a Christmas tree and like stand around in the cold.
And sing
a
part of a
line.
song.
Sing one line.
Yeah.
They were also happy to do it, I thought.
They loved it. And they were like, see you in the next 12 days, bitches. I'm like, this is terrible.
But what you don't see is they all just like, it's an excuse. All of them just get fucking wasted after. They're like, okay,
Oh,
this
sure.
is what we do
Sure.
before we all just get slammed at the bar later.
Yeah.
So Lucy and Scott like reconnect and he walks her home and she's like going to go to the key to the place, but she can't do it. And there's a trick to it. And the grandpa showed Scott how to do it.
Yeah.
So he
weird.
goes to take the keys from her and he touches her hand and she hears the same jingle bell in her head.
Okay. Wait, the grandpa?
No, the grandpa showed Scott how to do the door.
How to like unlock the door, you know,
Gotcha,
you have to
gotcha.
So
like.
he's like, let me do it.
Why
and then
did
they
the
touch.
grandpa do that?
And she
I
hears
don't
the
know.
dingle jangs. Yeah.
Maybe she feels it too.
Yeah, she feels it.
Feels a little jingle.
Feels it somewhere.
Ooh, girl.
So we have Beth Broderick kind of like meddling with all of Lucy's life pretty much. She is coaching her at the store with the customers, but she's also setting it up so her and Scott have a romantic date. She like plans a business meeting but then doesn't show up. And it's like in the most romantic restaurant in town. And Scott and Lucy are there and she's like, oh, I had to cancel last minute. So they're stuck talking to each other.
Okay.
And like, this is weird. Like, what do we do? But it's an opportunity for us to hear like more backstory about them and see them like make a connection.
And this is with Scott.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah. Okay.
What that backstory is, I couldn't really tell you because I don't care.
I
it
don't
doesn't
know
matter.
at all.
No,
It doesn't
something.
matter.
I mean, they're both really cute.
Yes, exactly. Like, they're great. But I think it's like his brother is like estranged
Sure.
because here, I'll tell you why. This comes
Yeah.
this comes in later, but I'll tell you now.
Because he's a serial killer. in
No.
prison? Okay.
When they were kids,
I wish.
Scott's brother threw his favorite toy over the Grand
Grand
Canyon
Canyon.
cliff.
When they were kids?
Yeah.
That's,
They went to the
bro-
Grand Canyon and he threw his favorite toy over a cliff.
I mean,
So he's
like,
mad at his brother littered when he was a kid?
Yeah,
Yeah.
and well, he killed someone because if you throw something off a cliff and it hits them from that high,
Yeah, someone
You know.
died from it.
someone was like riding up the Grand Canyon on a donkey and they died. And then a donkey died too,
Yeah, a donkey.
which is more tragic.
Throw something over a
So
cliff.
did Scott throw the toy or did his
The
brother?
brother.
Okay,
The brother
and-
threw the toy.
So his brother
Okay.
threw a G.I. Joe, killed a person
We don't know
and a
what
donkey.
the toy is, but
Okay.
but it'll come back.
All I want to say is like that's a huge red flag. If you're with someone and they're like, I don't talk to my brother because he threw a toy over the Grand Canyon.
Yeah, no, I would
Like-
be like, are you fucking serious?
No, they're gonna
What
kill
else?
you. They're gonna fucking murder you.
And then he tried to kill you? Is that the next
Yeah.
thing? Because
Right.
otherwise, like,
That
you're a
guy's gonna
kid.
skin you alive, sis. Move on.
You're brothers. That's what you do with with
Right.
brothers. With
So-
siblings. You just do shit to each other.
They toast to small town magic and they're having a romantic evening. They stop by a real life nativity. Whatever.
Oh yeah, that was really
Very stupid.
yeah.
Lucy is
That's not very Lifetime.
she's in the best mood ever. She's like singing like jingle bells, like running around town singing jingle bells the next day. She comes into the store and
As one
Scott's like,
does after a great night with a
why
guy.
are you in such a good mood? She's like, I'm not. I'm just having a great time.
I'm just having a great day. And ding, ding, ding-a-ling, ding-a-ling, ding.
Yes. And then a very soulful version of Joy to the World plays while she shows him her Wix website.
Great.
Yeah.
Yeah, get it
And
in
is
there.
this the point where he's like, I don't know why you're making a website.
Right.
You're gonna close the store, sis. Like, there's a lot of challenge with that. That might have been like the most like give and take of like, should I be making a website or an Instagram?
Right.
You're gonna close the store.
It doesn't make sense.
It was very weird.
So the idea is to close the store.
yeah, so
she
she-
wants to close it.
She's not trying to like save it or anything.
She wants to
No.
sell it for the athleisure.
Well, look, if you got to make a good website to sell.
She's trying to get rid
She's
of
trying to get rid
all
of
the
everything.
inventory. Yes, also.
Okay.
Which I mean, like, I get, but everybody was like so anti of her making a website.
Mm-hmm.
And then anytime she wanted to do something that was pro store, they were all like, yeah.
Which is
Do
weird if
it.
they're sponsored by Wix.
Right. Well, and I think he even asked, like, what's a website? And she's like, oh, a website is, you know?
I mean, I know it's Vermont.
It
but
was
like,
it was
come
nuts.
on.
So the Christmas snowball happens. That's not a snowball fight. It's a ball that's
ball.
called the snowball.
Sure.
And Lucy's dressed in a very sparkly dress that Beth Broderick gets her and forces her to wear.
Okay.
No, nothing problematic there.
No.
And everyone at the ball is like, oh, you're closing the store. I'm so sad about that. I wish you wouldn't do that.
Yeah.
Like they just keep going up to her and she's like, I'm sorry.
Like,
I'm sorry.
everybody.
I'm sorry.
It's just not sustainable because it's a 24-hour.
Right. A 24-hour Christmas store doesn't really make sense as a business model.
Your grandpa was so great, and it's unclear like how long ago he passed. Like,
Right.
what is going on here?
I don't know. And there's a raffle that happens with Christmas ornaments, and it's stupid, and it's a subplot to get Randall together with the mail woman.
lady, which I thought the ornament thing was actually really cute.
Yeah.
We should do a friend one, but all really drunk.
Yes.
I thought it was
Basically, you have an ornament, and then they raffle off prizes
Okay.
based on the ornament number you have.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So
Cute.
it's just a plot device to bring those two characters together so you have a nice little B storyline wrapped up.
Yeah.
Then
I mean, I'm good for Randall. Good.
right. And
Yeah.
and he had a crush on her the whole she would bring the mail and he would be like hub, blah, 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 blah.
Awesome.
But like
Hell yeah,
Randall was loyal. Don't sleep on Randall.
No.
Don't come for him.
No.
He's a good boy.
He's a
Randall's
good
a
boy.
good boy.
He's making that post lady
He
very
looks
happy.
like a good boy. Actually,
Yeah.
is this
He's
the
pretty
dude?
cute. I liked Randall.
Am I want to say
You're,
that this dude
Yeah.
was on. It was in Hook. He was.
Oh.
He looks.
You think he's that guy?
He looks like Rufio.
Yeah. Maybe he is. I mean, I don't know.
I don't know. I guess I have the internet.
I think he might be too young to be Rufio.
Yeah, he looked like
Yeah,
an 8th grade
never mind.
boy.
But he does very much look like that guy.
So after the ball, they walk each other home, and there's mistletoe, and they decidedly do not kiss. She's like, look, mistletoe. And then he's like, okay, are we going to do this? And she's like, bye. Really nice night.
Yeah,
bye.
because that's weird.
I know, but it's
That'd
a
be
romantic comedy. I'm like, kiss under the mistletoe.
Oh, right, yeah.
Yeah, I
It-
They
guess.
were being really unlifetime, and I was just
It
like,
was very strange. It was
Man.
very strange. And
Yeah.
we'll get to it, but I don't know that gets resolved.
I think that's fine. I think it's fine.
I think it's not fine.
I think mistletoe is weird, and kissing under mistletoe is a weird thing.
Well, we'll
Because
see.
we're like, oh, look, I guess we have to kiss no matter what. No matter fucking what.
That's true. That's true. All right. So the brother shows up. I don't know. This part's stupid. There's a pudding toss or something. I don't even know what that is. I don't know what it is.
I don't know what that is at all.
What do you think a pudding toss would be?
We don't really see it, but Scott and Lucy win. And
Yeah.
I feel like
Yeah.
I don't know what it is, but it sounds really naughty.
So a pudding toss is when, so you have these little mini
Is this real?
trebuchets. Yeah, you have these little, like these small trebuchets with a little kind of cup in it, and you.
Shut up.
Yeah, no, and you put pudding in it, and then you click the thing, and it throws the pudding super.
Okay,
as far as
all
you
right,
can.
okay.
A pudding toss sounds like something that happens at an Atlanta strip club.
Right?
Like-
Exactly. Yeah, it's a baby pool full of pudding.
All
Yeah.
I know,
I got you.
I know is
you.
a pudding toss has trebuchets involved.
Okay. So the owner for the athleisure company shows up, and he has all the paperwork to sign. He's telling Lucy about, how when he stopped believing in Christmas, or he doesn't believe in Christmas magic, he was 7.
Oh my
and
God.
didn't get what he wanted for Christmas.
It was so sad.
I know.
What
and
a bunch of fucking little bitches.
I know. And he's like, I didn't get what I wanted, and ever since then, Christmas, who cares? I don't even celebrate Christmas. I don't care.
Fuck you. Fuck
Yeah,
you.
but like
It was
super weird how aggressive
who's-
he was
and
about
who said
Christmas.
this?
he was very aggressively like the owner of the athleisure place.
Yeah.
Okay,
but he wasn't like a dick. Like, I don't think he was like necessarily like the worst person.
No.
No,
He
I'm
was
not
just,
saying he's a
like-
dick. I'm saying you're a little bitch.
He was just like, yeah, sign these papers. I hate Christmas because I never got that toy.
Yeah, he really lays that on. And he's not an athleisure, which was a missed opportunity.
I would
Yeah.
fucking I would break my eyeball muscles rolling my eyes if someone
Yes.
fucking said that shit.
But Lucy's like listening to him, and she's like, okay. And she goes to sign the paperwork, but Beth Broderick shows up again, and she's like, I don't like this man. And she does her witchy magic, and the window opens and blows the papers all over the place. She like looks at him and makes him spill his coffee because he tripped on something, air quotes.
Yeah, she's a witch, dude.
Yeah, and then she like, doesn't she make him eat the cookies? She's like, cookies?
Yeah. And he's
Yeah.
like, these cookies are great. And she's hoping that Lucy won't sign the paperwork, but she does, of course. And he's like, I'm going to put these in my briefcase because something weird is going
Oh,
on.
so Lucy doesn't know she's doing this.
No,
Well,
she
She
Lucy-
doesn't know she's there.
She doesn't know.
like, making magic.
She sees her there, but she doesn't know she's doing it.
Oh, gotcha,
Yeah, she's
gotcha.
still ignoring the fact that Carol's a witch.
that she's a witch.
Yes.
Yeah.
So
I'm guessing
it's the store's
she's a witch.
final day, and the final customer is Matt, the brother. He shows up to town, and he comes to get a present for his brother because he threw the present off the thing. And,
Does he do this like every year? He's like, brother.
They haven't seen each other since they were 7. You know?
We all had really interesting
After that,
Christmases
after
at
that
7.
moment,
Yeah.
after that moment when we were
He was
7
gone.
and we were at the Grand Canyon, I never talked to him again.
Right. But Lucy's like, I'll give it a shot. She walks around the store. She hears a little jingle bell, and it's one of those like camera things where you like pull the lever and the wheel turns.
Yeah, yeah.
One of
I
those.
don't know what that's called.
Me neither.
I
used
why
to love
ca-
those
Why
things.
can't I think of the name of that thing?
It's the camera with the wheel, and you pull the lever thing. You know?
Oh my god!
Like a kaleidoscope,
anyone
but
listening to this
jeez.
right now is like screaming
Yeah.
what it is.
Like, it's
right?
a-
Like I know. Anyway,
I don't know what it is.
Sorry,
There's
Sorry,
people.
I'm a kid. I don't know.
Right. There's no way. There's
you know,
no way.
Matt, hey, you know what? Call the number that we have. We have a Christmas phone line.
Yeah. 872-267-4117.
If you know the thing, just yell
let
it.
it- let
Just
us know.
Yell
Just
at us.
yell it and,
Yeah.
leave a voicemail.
Let it loose.
So, Beth Broderick is back at it again. She keeps the owner in town because he has the paperwork signed. He's leaving. She makes his car break down right in front of the store, and he has to come inside to ask for help. And she's like, while you're here, Lucy can help you find a present. And he's like, I don't need a present. I don't care about Christmas. She's like, well, you're gonna care.
You're gonna care, dude.
So Lucy walks him around, and now I need you to guess what the present is that he
Okay.
didn't get when he was 7. I guess 7's a popular age in this movie. What did he get, or what did he want?
He's 7. Let's see, at 7, what he wanted was he wanted a Ninja Turtle.
Okay,
He wanted a Michelangelo
Ninja Turtle.
Ninja Turtle,
Ninja
Perfect.
Turtle?
and he didn't get that.
Right. Good guess.
Yeah.
Good guess. That's appropriate.
Mm-hmm.
Lucy pulls off the shelf an alive puppy.
Yep.
A puppy that is alive,
An animal,
that is just on the
On the
shelf.
shelf.
a live animal.
A shelf
Uh-huh.
dog.
And he's like, oh my God, this is the exact breed and size of dog that I wanted when I was a kid. How did you ever know? No question about how did a dog just come off of a
How the
shelf?
fuck? And
You just keep dogs on the shelf?
you're still mad at Christmas because you didn't get a fucking puppy?
Yeah.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
what type of
What a
fucking
piece
asshole?
of shit.
All that responsibility on his parents.
Yes.
What a piece of shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He wouldn't have been able to take care of it anyway. this
Shelf
fucking
dog
piece of shit.
is where I kind of got lost again. I was like, wait, what?
It was very bizarre. I thought it was a stuffed animal at first, and I'm like, that's cute. And then it started moving. I'm like, ooh, I don't know. I don't
That'd
like
have
this.
been way cooler if she pulled off like an old ass like from the 80s a Ninja Turtle,
Sure.
like my old Michelangelo Ninja Turtle
It would've-
thing in the package still, like new.
It would have made sense. That would have.
God,
Yes.
that would have been way
Well, look
cooler.
at Shelf Dog, and
It's like, where
he's
did you
living
get
his
this?
best life. He's just so happy
Totally.
and fulfilled with his fucking dog that he could have got himself. He looks pretty wealthy.
Yeah.
Like,
He could have just got a fucking dog.
yeah.
So exactly. So the whole town shows up. There's Christmas caroling, silent night outside, very terribly, and they're saying goodbye to the store, and they're saying goodbye to Lucy.
Okay.
Okay. And of course Scott is there in the front, and he's like, I brought everyone here, and she's like, this is the whole town. He's like, I know, everyone really likes the store, and they think you're fine.
And you're cool.
And they think you're great.
You're cool.
You're right.
She's like, thank you for the best Christmas ever. I could have never asked for anything this amazing. And the owner comes with the dog and he's like, you know what? Sales off. This town's great. You keep the store.
Okay, great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Kind
Yeah,
of
got him a puppy.
And then
Off the
the
shelf.
movie ends. And I have to ask you, Tayshaun, I don't know. Did they kiss in the end? I don't think they did.
So the movie doesn't really end. It kind of like gets foggy, and I don't know. They go to like a Preparation H commercial or something, and then they come back, and it's like, "Oh, how was L.A.?" And Scott's all like, "It's hot there. It's 73 degrees. It was crazy." And then like they have this like other life in LA where he like I guess owns a restaurant in
I
LA.
totally missed this ending.
Yeah.
Is it like skips to that? Or like
It kind of just
I think
like
a commercial happened
happens.
and my DVR must have cut off.
I think
oh
yeah, it was super weird. So they come back from LA. So she decides she's gonna. It's unclear if she's staying in Vermont. But then like he talks about how he's been making a lot of avocado toast in the restaurant. But like they just got back from LA, so like I think they decided to just be bi-coastal and live their life. But then like she's showing off her
But they
engagement
definitely
ring.
have hemorrhoids because of this.
Right. Yeah.
I think everybody has hemorrhoids in this movie. I think I got one from watching this movie.
Yeah.
From all the tension.
Everyone has some range of hemorrhoid at some point.
Right. Wow. Okay.
Hemorrhoids are fluid.
So
Hemorrhoids are fluid.
that's how it ends, I guess.
Yeah.
Wow.
They're engaged at the end. I think there may have been just a little kiss, like a, oh, honey, like,
Like I'm
mwah.
home.
It seemed like
Like-
the actors didn't necessarily like each other.
Yeah, like
Huh.
it wasn't all the way there.
Yeah, I didn't see the kiss, but from what you're describing,
Yeah.
I would think
Kind
that's
of
right.
just like a peck of just like,
Yeah, I'm
oh,
home.
hey.
Hi.
Hi, I'm home. Oh, you guys are
I
here.
saw you earlier.
Yikes.
Like
Yeah.
nothing.
Okay. Interesting that I missed the whole end of the movie.
Huh.
But what a
it
cool
sounds like
experience
you
to
did-
have it explained to me.
Sounds like you didn't miss.
The avocado toast
Really?
is a very important thing because I was wondering if that was going to come back, and it didn't in my version, but it did in Tayshaun's
did.
version.
Okay. Yeah.
So on the podcast, we either pour it up or put a cork in it. What are you going to do to this movie?
Oh, I'm corking this movie.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
This was a no.
There you go.
Yeah.
Drew?
This is hard. This is very hard for me.
I know.
This is like the hardest decision I've ever had to make
Right.
ever in my life.
Because there's Christmas magic going on.
There's
So much
actual magic happening in it, and normally actual magic in a Christmas movie,
right.
It gets an auto pour up,
Yes.
but there's no like you'd never. This is all the shit that was going through my head with
Beth.
is that like she's a fucking witch. She's actually like her grandma. Mm-hmm. And she would reveal that. And you're like, I'm your grandma. And also, you're a witch too. And
Your name's Sabrina.
your name is Sabrina.
Oh,
Like that's what I was thinking. I was like, oh,
That'd be
that's
great.
cool. That's fun.
I forgot to
Here we
tell
go.
you about the kiss at the end of the movie. She reads a letter from Carol, and she's like, "Oh, I left for the season, but like, I'll always be with you." If that helps
See,
you
that's
figure
what I'm
out more,
saying,
what-
right, like-
who Carol is.
Yes.
Yeah, it's her grandma.
No.
It's gotta be.
Drew,
No,
you
Drew.
missed all the clues. She's Mrs. Claus.
Claus.
Hello. Drew was like, Drew's brain just like broke.
Drew for real thought
Yeah,
she's a
Drew,
witch. It was
she's-
Mrs. Claus
It-
the whole
I-
time.
The
And
whole Sabrina thing threw him off. He was
Yeah.
thinking witch, but
I'm
Mrs.
not-
Claus the whole way.
when they kiss,
There's no
the trains go off in the store.
Yes, of course. And then,
And
you
the
know,
lights flicker.
you see a sleigh riding across the moon, probably. I mean, I didn't see it, but that's what I would want.
She doesn't get any slides.
She can't ride
gets
in the
that,
sleigh. She's a woman.
Yeah, she's a
So
woman.
I forgot.
Are they saying her grandpa? Wait, no.
No, they're
No.
saying Beth Broderick is Mrs. Claus, and she was in town to help her.
Maybe her grandpa was
where it's
Mrs.
like
Claus's
from
side piece.
Nowhere,
Yeah.
from in the middle and no. Oh,
Yeah.
babe.
Middle
Yeah.
of nowhere. My
Fuck.
husband's always busy around this season. He does
Yes.
imports and exports. I think her grandpa was Mrs. Claus's side piece.
I think that's right.
And she was just
think
looking
that's
out.
right.
She was like, you know what?
She was having an affair with her grandma.
Right?
And like
she gave him that little
she,
magic
like,
somehow.
Yeah, she like
See,
fucked magic into
So
him.
for that open interpretation, I'm going to pour that up for sure. I think that's amazing. And since it is Beth Broderick 2020, I have to pour it up for Mrs. Claus coming into a movie so early in the season.
Okay, yeah.
And, I love Mrs. Claus, and I like when it's like implied.
Yeah.
It might have
All
been
right.
a little too implied.
I guess, I don't know. There was a lot there, but I'm pouring it up. I got to pour it up.
Well, there you go.
There's magic in it. I have to automatically pour it up.
Right.
But I don't like her reaction to not.
Yeah.
Well, but I guess.
Oh.
Yeah. Mrs. Claus, I guess, is magic too. Why not?
She's magic. Why not?
Yeah.
Makes sense.
All right. That wraps up our conversation about Forever Christmas, Always Christmas, whatever.
She definitely fucked magic into her grandpa, though.
Right. Yes. All right.
There was an affair.
Let's do Candace.
Yeah.
What you say, Candace Cameron Bure. On my wedding day, catch the bouquet. Candace hates the gays. Candace Cameron Bure. Drinking rosé, eating creme brulee. Can't share with me. Candace Cameron Bure. Yeah. What you say, Candace Cameron Bure. Okay, what you say, Candace Cameron Bure?
God damn it, Candace! What did you say?
So Candace,
Oh, no, what did- oh,
what
no.
did
What
she
is she
say?
doing?
Oh no! What did you say, Candace?
Well, I don't really know. Let's pull up a clippy of her.
yeah, we're doing this like we're like.
Oh, we really are. All right, so here we go. Oh boy.
See this.
There. In case you missed my post on Friday, I'm very happy to announce that I will be working with the Salvation Army again this year. I know that you know Salvation Army does so much good during the holidays, but the need doesn't stop there. So I will be working with them throughout the entire year, and you can learn more if you swipe up here about what Salvation Army does right in your neighborhood.
Okay.
You know what? Hey, first of all,
Yes.
thank you, Candace, for doing that. It's a charity. It's a good charity. Maybe. Actually, I don't know that.
So-
don't quote me on that. But,
Right. Continue.
but,
Yeah.
Continue. I have thoughts.
what I also say is, Candace, be careful. And like you're telling Santa Claus that he's not doing a good enough job and only doing it certain time of year. I'm gonna do it all fucking year. Santa Claus only does it during fucking Christmas, but me, I'm gonna do it all year.
Okay. Yeah.
You slacking motherfucking.
Well, she's using her platform to get people to donate to a charity, which is great.
Sure.
In the past, the Salvation Army has a bad reputation with LGBTQ people.
Yeah,
and
absolutely.
I was like, I saw that, and I was like, it was like 8 a.m. on like a Saturday where I should have been sleeping, and instead I was like researching the Salvation Army, like, why? What happened? So I went back and looked. An Australian Salvation Army. Hey to our Australian listeners.
What up, Australia?
An
We
Australian.
have like 20.
We do. Somewhere in Australia, there was a Salvation Army, and they had a post on a website, on like a blog, like comment section type of thing, that somebody posted that gays should be killed. But, whatever.
Okay.
So then that got released to the press, and it became Salvation Army Hates Gays.
Oh,
So it
well,
wasn't
that's wrong.
necessarily
That's
the
incorrect.
Salvation Army
No.
that was having the issue with gays. I mean, they are a
Some
conservative
troll fucking
they are
assholes
a
saying
social
that shit.
conservative, like focus on the family type of organization. However, they were like, we do not stand by this. But the reputation of them got tainted by that.
Yeah,
to the point
yeah.
where all gays that I know are like, ooh, Salvation Army, don't give to
no.
them. But actually, that's not true. So I'm going to say, if you are so inclined to give to any organization during the holidays, even the Salvation Army, that's fine. Like,
That's great.
and
That's
they
great
actually,
information.
I went on their website, the Salvation Army America, because Australia, do you,
Yeah.
you
You guys
island
do
of criminals. But I checked the America website and they had a whole page. Like at the top, they have like little tabs and they were like LGBTQ and they were like, this is how we support the community and we take in trans people that have been kicked out of their homes and they stay at Salvation Army like during the holidays, and we give them meals or whatever. So
not true.
So they're doing the work and it's not true.
So that's fake
bad
news.
Bad press
and fake news.
Thank you for clearing that up. I never knew that because, like you said, all of my gay friends are always like, not Salvation Army.
But I mean, like whatever their like affiliation with like religion wise, who cares? They actually like the things that they do
exactly
are good.
Exactly. And
so
that's always the thing that I come at with like any type of religious thing.
Right,
I'm like, as long as you are supporting the good for everyone, then I am all about you. But if you are like, I am only helping the Mormon people who sleep with people, then we're doing that.
Yeah.
Not to say Mormons are bad, but they don't drink soda.
Right. Or coffee.
Or coffee.
Oh yeah.
I can't be a part of that.
It's a cult.
It is
absolutely a cult.
But yeah, so it is the holiday season. I just want to make that clear to everyone, and you should donate.
Donate and
donate to
Candace,
the Human Rights Campaign.
I know you're listening to this, Candace Bure. I think she does.
Yeah,
probably not.
Her assistant, at least.
Her assistant does. Be careful on associating yourself. This is just advice, not talking shit. Just be careful, Candace, on associating yourself that is kind of has a tainted. Even though it is fake news, it's still kind of tainted towards not liking the gays. I know you've gotten a bad rap
for
on
her
that.
brand. I mean, Candace is also a person who falls into the same thing with the Salvation Army. She said one thing once, and she's ruined forever with the gays.
And she didn't even. That's a thing. God.
Yeah.
It's just like one of those things like, don't say yes to everything.
Don't say yes to everything.
And just like stay true to yourself, to your own brand. I don't think it's like, I don't understand when people like hate so much that like they want to exclude people. I'm like, what does it do for anybody if we exclude, gay or black and brown people from society?
Gives you less likes, man. That's a big
that
thing.
is true.
Gives you less likes when you do that.
And at the end of the day, we're all here for the likes.
We're all here for the fucking cred.
Yep.
There you go. At Patrick Miguel.
What does kids call it these days?
I don't know. All right. So, yay, we did it. Okay, how do we end this thing? We do, what's it called? Oh,
I don't know.
I forgot. Oh, pluggy time. Whoa. Uh-oh. I think my wine and my nitro are mixing together.
Yeah. This is the sweet spot.
So the next few episodes are going to be amazing. All right. Do you have anything you would like to plug in the pluggy time, Tayshawn?
I'm trying to think. Since we're talking about like charity and donating things, like I know a lot of us aren't super rich, but you can totally donate your time to things that you love. Like my boyfriend, Tyler Davis, what's up, baby? He does volunteer for the crisis text line, and they're always looking for volunteers. And like you just chill at home from your computer and you just help people. And
you just talk to people and be like, hey man, what's up?
What is up? You're like,
what is up? What's going on? I'm hearing you. I'm listening to you.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's great.
It's super dope. He's been doing it for about 2 years. It's very fulfilling. But it takes 2 hours of his Monday nights.
Right. Yeah. What's it called?
It is called Crisis Text Line.
Nice.
Yeah.
Wonderful.
Yeah. And it's just to like whatever if you're feeling like you don't want to live anymore or something.
Well,
or that it's
even the holidays are just tough.
They're tough. You can get, I don't know the number offhand, but you can look it up.
Right.
Like just look it up instead. Just real quick look up. Boom.
Okay.
You can maybe talk to Tyler. He's really good at talking to you, man.
There you go.
Listens.
Yeah.
Not even talking. He's good. It's listeners. Bunch of good listeners.
Jared, do you have anything you'd like to plug?
Yeah, you can find me at Drew But With Pants.
Wow, really feels hollow after that pitch, right?
Yeah, sorry.
No, I'm totally going to plug all my stuff. I don't have any charities that I like, really.
Well, that's fine. What about a shoulder surgery charity?
Yeah, don't break your shoulders.
Don't break your shoulders.
Don't break your shoulders. You can listen to my band. The Limbos on all the places that you can listen to stuff. Also, hey, call our number. Call our Christmas number.
872-267-4117.
That's it.
Yep. Oh, yeah. You can follow me on Instagram if you like food and cat pictures and all my traveling adventures at Course Cutie.
Yep.
There you go.
Who doesn't?
T's and cutie.
Very good Instagram.
Yeah.
Just saying. Thank you for being here.
Of course, of course.
Oh, and thank you, listeners, for checking back in with Lifetime in Court. We watch these movies, so you don't have to, but if you do, we'd love to hear from you. You can follow me at Patrick Gale or the podcast at Lifetime in Court. Don't forget to rate and review us on Apple Podcasts. Okay.
Do it.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.